This trip finds us looking for Nevada State Historical Markers, numbers 21 through 25. Today, we are in Winnemucca, along State Route 289, or East 2nd Street, looking at marker number 21, the Humboldt Canal. The Humboldt Canal. The Humboldt Canal, sometimes termed the Old French Canal, course southwestward from Preble, near Golconda, toward Mill City. The present highway crossed it at this point, from whence it ran southerly towards the Humboldt County Courthouse on Bridge and West 5th Streets. The canal was conceived in 1862 by A. Gintz and Joseph Ganaka. The waterway, with a projected cost of $160,000, was to be 66 miles long, 15 feet wide and 3 feet deep, and with a fall of 35 feet. Its primary purpose was to supply water for over 40 stamp mills planned at the above Mill City, but it was also designed for barge traffic and some irrigation water supply. Construction of the canal began in 1863. Louis Lay, a French immigrant from California, subcontracted the first segment. Winnemucca City founder Frank Bod, another Frenchman, came on the project as a teamster. About $100,000, largely French capital, was expended in building the Humboldt Canal to the Winnemucca area. Because of engineering errors and severe seepage problems between Winnemucca and Mill City, that section was never finally completed or used. Several portions of the old canal are still visible in the Golconda area, and various sections of Winnemucca and at Rose Creek, south of the city. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 21. 10 miles east of marker number 21, at exit 187 on Interstate 80, is Button Point Rest Area. Here we will find marker number 22, Humboldt River. Humboldt River. Peter Skeen Ogden encountered the Humboldt River on November 9, 1828, during his 5th Snake Country expedition. Entering Nevada, near present-day Denio, Ogden came southward along the Quinn River and Little Humboldt River, emerging on the Humboldt main stem near this site. Ogden explored hundreds of square miles of the Humboldt's course, left records of his trailblazing in his journal, and drafted the first map of the area. Ogden gave the name Unknown River to the Humboldt at this time, as he was unsure where it went. After the death of his trapper, Joseph Paul, Ogden renamed the stream Paul's River, then Swampy River, and finally Mary's River, after the Native American wife of one of his trappers. In 1833, the Bonneville Walker Fur Party named it Barren River. Ogden's, or Mary's River, were commonly used names for the Humboldt prior to the 1848 publication of a map of John C. Fremont. The Humboldt was the only natural arterial across the Great Basin. It funneled thousands of immigrants along its valley en route to the Pacific coast during the period of 1841 to 1870. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 22. West of marker number 22, along Interstate 80, is exit 138, Humboldt. Tucked away between an NDOT storage yard and the eastbound Interstate 80 is marker number 23, Humboldt House. Humboldt House. Humboldt House, also known as Humboldt Station, was originally the point of departure for Humboldt City, Prince Royal, and the mines in that vicinity. In September 1866, it became a stage stop for the historic William Hill Beachy Railroad stage lines. As the Central Pacific Railhead advanced from eastern California, it reached Humboldt House in September 1868. From 1869 to 1900, Humboldt House was well known as one of the best eating houses on the Central Pacific Railroad. It was truly an oasis in the Great Nevada Desert, with good water, fruit, and vegetables. The large grove of trees to the west marks the site of this famous hotel. Between 1841 and 1857, 165,000 Americans traveled the California Immigrant Trail past here. In 1850, on the dreaded 40-mile desert southwest of present-day Lovelock, over 9,700 dead animals and 3,000 abandoned vehicles were counted. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 23. 111 miles away on State Route 447, just outside of the town of Wadsworth, is a wide dirt road that goes off to the base of the Pajaro Range. This marker will be our first missing state marker in this series. It was removed years ago due to pointless vandalism. Unknown individuals decided to use the marker as target practice, so the State Historical Preservation Office removed it temporarily until a safer location could be found. So here's a rough area on where marker number 24, Olinghouse, might have been. Olinghouse. Named for a former teamster turned sheepman, Elias Olinghouse, who settled in a quiet canyon at the base of the Paw Raw mountain range to get away from it all. As prospecting activities increased about him, Olinghouse was caught up in a whirl of things, buying several claims and erecting a small stamp mill in 1903 to process ores. The district was first prospected in 1860. It was not organized, however, until 1899. Shortly thereafter, the region reached its peak activity, producing $410,000 in gold and silver values between 1898 and 1903. Both electric and telephone services were installed in 1903, and in 1907, the standard gauge Nevada Railroad arrived. This short-lived railroad was completed from a junction on the Southern Pacific near Wadsworth to Olinghouse in February of 1907. Regular operations ceased on November 1 of 1907. Aside from its short life, the Nevada Railroad Company was distinguished by having the first Shay-geared locomotives to be used in Nevada. Sporadic activities have occurred at Olinghouse until the present time. Total production is estimated to have been $520,000. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 24. Next, let's take a drive to Carson City, the state capital. Affixed to the Capitol building, we find our next marker, marker number 25, Nevada's capital. Nevada's capital. Completed in 1871, Nevada's splendid Victorian capital was built of sandstone from the quarry of the town's founder, Abe Curry. The Octagon Annex was added in 1907, the north and south wings in 1915. Notable features are its Alaskan marble walls, French crystal windows, and elegant interior. Nevada State Historical Marker, 25.